I'll tell you a secret. I just woke up from a nap. I needed to nap, okay? Now, as I was fading away in the slumbers of the dreams of heavens, my alarm went off and I had to be here to work. Now, look, this is how important you are to me because you motivate me. Because if it wasn't for you, I'll press that snooze button in a heartbeat. Do you understand? So thank you so much. And this is for those who want to do more, okay? You have options in the description below. Outside of the super thanks and the super like, you have links. One of them is Buy Me a Coffee link. It's a great way to support me. It's a great way to support the channel. It is a channel's personal support link. Buy me a coffee. It does help. It does help. But another thing I want you to understand, in case you do not know, how important pressing that like button is, okay? Because YouTube will bury a video if there is no likes. Those who be here long enough understand, YouTube does not play. So you come on, you press the like button, already helps me more than you know, because for every like you press, one extra person at least will get this video pushed through, okay? Oh, YouTube. I got a problem with them, but that's for a different story. Thank you. Okay, last video was the prosecution's opening statement to Chandler's horrible crime. The opening statement was a great summary of the crime. And if you don't know, I haven't seen this trial. I don't know where I was. I haven't seen this crime. I don't know where I was. Darn it. So I'm watching this as the first time. Now listen, obviously I need to somewhat kind of look a little bit here and there so I understand the synopsis so I can put together an operating story for you to watch. But I haven't watched the full thing, so this will be brand new for me. But that's not the point of this intro. The point of this intro is we're going to look at a lot of his body behavior, because now we know he's a criminal. Now we know he did the crime because he was found guilty. So let's just see what this nincompoop is trying to figure it out or trying to hide in front of us. I can't believe I'm being heated already. It's just the beginning. Oh my God. Now, for those who are new here, I am Alistair Nzekio, and this is my point of view. So if you may recall from last video in regards to Chandler's behavior, is that at some point after his crime, he's starting to Google. He was very nervous. He was asking around, have you seen my parents? Not really. He was inquiring into what other people knew. He had an inclination that the police presence was mounting, and he was very afraid of his crime being discovered. All while trying to keep this image of this damaged young boy looking for his parents. Where are they? Have you seen my mom and daddy? Hi, have you seen my mom? Anyway, so listen. Now, what we're going to look at is when the police got everything figured out, and the police are going to play their game. They're going to get him. They'll be like, hey, hi, Chandler. Do you want to come to the office for a little bit? Yes, just for a few questions.
Yeah. Could you please tell me something?
I honestly don't know anything.
So right off the bat, the first thing he said, can you please tell me something? If that is not an indication of someone that is super nervous, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. Tell you something what, Chandler? What? Do you have an inclination? Is your sixth sense telling you, oh God, why am I in a police car? Oh my God, am I being arrested? Look, your gut feeling is a powerful feeling. Do you know why your gut feeling is very powerful? I'll tell you why. And this is coming from a biologist, okay? Because when you have a fight and flight response, there's a lot of stuff that your body just, Mother Nature has put everything together. There's a reason why he's going through a stress response. And most of the time, there's a lot of subconscious things that you're not even conscious and aware of that triggers. So if you ever get a gut feeling, listen to it. Don't ignore it. Listen to it, because that means your body has detected something you haven't seen or be conscious about. It's not useless feeling. And so what he's feeling right now is nervousness, because in his gut, he feels like If I have nothing, if they don't suspect me, I could have easily driven there with my car. Why are they putting me in their car? Why are they insisting I go in that little cage on wheels? That's a very, very good assumption, Chandler. Mm-hmm. Ah, oui, oui, oui. Ah, ouais, ah, ouais, ah, ouais, of course. That's very smart of you, Chandler.
Is that any?
What's that?
Do you think they're okay that they're doing this?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. I was out here earlier walking around doing the canvassing stuff, and that's basically what I've been doing.
So when he said they, I believe he meant his parents. He knows where they are. He knows what he did. Oh, he used scissors. Scissors! Chandler, you know exactement. You know exactement where your parents are. Look at that. This is someone who spent all 48 hours cleaning a crime scene. I told you last video how much blood splattered everywhere. And I went back, before I did this, I went back and I looked at some of the pictures that was online. Honey, he cleaned because it's super clean. I was like, wait a minute. Was there like a cleaning crew in here? I was like, this is great. It's not a single color of red. Of course, those criminals have no idea. You know, the police have ways to see blood. But the way he dismembered his parents, there would have been blood everywhere. 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 You don't understand. There's 6 liters of blood in your human body. 6 liters. 6. That doesn't go anywhere. That's everywhere. Oh no, Chandler cleaned that up, okay? All night. For all night. Hardest he's worked in his life. Clean up the mess of his parents, acting all suspicious. Now look, what I suspect what's going to happen is that obviously the car driver knows exactly what's going on. But what I suspect what's going to happen is that he's going to go through a full-blown biological response of fight and flight. That's the only way. Because if you look at the setting, it's in the car that looks like a cage. My God, those cars. They look like cages. I would be nervous. I'd be like, why am I here? Look. And then, by the way, why is the seatbelt purple? That's kind of cute. No, purple is my favorite color. Okay. It is my favorite color. Stop laughing at me. And, no, okay. What was I saying? Oh, right. And so now he's in the back of a car. He doesn't know where he's going. He has an idea, right? I'm going to the police station, right? He doesn't know where he's going, but he's uncomfortable. Oh, honey, this is biology in action. Let's look at this. I know it's going to happen. I know.
All my cell phones on your dash. Don't let that slide and hit you when you're driving.
Put that.
And he doesn't have his cell phone? Forget it. Oh, he's getting that fight and flight.
I want to make sure I give that to you when we get there, so.
Looks like we're no longer on the phone with that caller. Okay.
So if you look, him looking around, right? He's in a comfortable situation, and it is a subconscious reaction to an increasing cortisol when you are in an area that you do not control. If you can test it out yourself. If you find yourself nervous somewhere that you're not home or that you don't know where you are, you tend to look back a lot. This happens a lot. And it's not even you thinking. It's just your body making sure that you see where danger could potentially happen. Also, when cortisol rises, you become very sensitive to movement. And so sometimes, because our peripheral is very, very, very keen at picking up movements. It's not great at looking. I can't really look at you, what you're doing in my peripheral, but I can see what you're doing from my peripheral. Any movement from my peripheral will make my head turn. That automatic system almost gets overridden. You don't control that anymore. And I suspect that as they're going to drive, he's going to be swerving. He's going to be twirling his neck. Yeah. Because look, they haven't driven yet. He's already starting to twitch. Yeah. It's a nervous response you can't control, and especially when you're in an environment that you do not control, all bets are off. And if you look at his fingers and his hands, already he's doing this. Look, if you're shaking, and you could do this if you're in a meeting or corporate meeting, or if you're nervous public speaking, take both of your hands, put them like this together, and squeeze. It's gonna stop the shakes. Trust me, I've done it. I've tried it. And then you go like that and you squeeze. It creates tension in the body. It recreates as if someone is holding you, someone is hugging you. It creates comfort. It's a self-soothing mechanism. But depending on the level of cortisol, that can be overridden too. So I suspect it's going to be shaking a storm as well. Let's go. I called it.
4 5 4 5 Everybody needs to make sure to go with him for that first call.
So they haven't moved yet. So he opens his legs. To me, tells me he's getting comfortable. So the self-soothing is working. His levels of stress are reducing. He gets himself comfortable. He's more open. He leans back. Like he's getting used to this. Did you see how quickly he swerved his head? Okay, I'm assuming something significant is happening. Either now the car is gonna drive, either someone specific showed up, someone he knew, someone he knows, but something major just happened there that he witnessed because his eyeballs went big and open. I suspect also that it's not something pleasant. It's something that he would deem threatening to his situation. Who could it be? Who could it be?
What are they up to?
Okay, I guess the car is now starting to ride. And I'm assuming the person he said this to must have been his girlfriend, as if like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And he's looking for her because he wants comfort. And so he's asking the cop, what are we up to? Chandler, you're going to prison. What are we up to? Your gut feeling is correct. Yes, you're going to prison. For this ride, what I'm going to be looking at now is, you see how comfortable he got? I got distracted, sorry. There's a whole operation going on here. You'll see during the New Year's Eve party. There's a whole operation going on here, and sometimes things pop. And so you might see like, what is he looking at? I have the clock here. Yes, I'm on a timer. I can't be here all day. Yes. Anyway. All right, let's continue.
Officer?
Yeah.
What are they up to?
I didn't hear that.
What are they up to?
My guess is they want to just ask some more follow-up questions and stuff.
No, they went into the house.
No, they want to go over the holidays there.
Okay, that makes total sense now. That makes total sense. Remember the point where he was looked back and was like, what is that? No, he was looking at officers going into the house. And that's why he can't stop looking back and forth. He is nervous that they go into the crime scene. And so his gut feeling is telling him, oh my God, they know. Oh my God, they know. Chandler, your gut feeling is correct. I'm telling you, your gut feeling is mostly 50-50 is correct. 50-50. If you think that person is not good, gut feeling is, yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. At least not good to you. But that's a different story. Look at
I didn't
that.
hear that.
What are
Look
they up to?
what we understand for what's going on in his mind. He spent all night cleaning this damn mess. And he's like, why are you going to the house? Why are you going to the house? Look how nervous he is. This is going to shoot his cortisol so high. I guarantee it. I haven't seen this, but I guarantee it. Oh God, please let it be true. That as we continue this, stress responses all over the place.
You just went behind it.
Oh, I can see that.
Just went behind it. Okay, got it. Yes, these are signs of rising cortisol. Look at the eyeballs. He can't stop himself looking away, looking back. Yeah, he can't control his peripheral. He can't control that. Every car that passes by. He is trying to listen to what the cop is saying because his senses are heightened, right? Trust me, when you're high in cortisol, you're Superman and Superwoman. His senses like, what is he saying? What is he saying? Super attentive. Say.
You just call me a suspect.
No, one subject.
Oh. Okay, now I'm confused now.
You tell me it lies to people we have to let our dispatch know so they can ride the ride.
Look how he's freaking out. You just called me a suspect. I didn't even hear that. Did you hear that? I didn't even hear that. How can you hear that conversation through this mumbo-jumbo police stuff? I didn't hear any of that. You just call me a suspect? Oh, he did? He did? Oh, I didn't hear that. Officer, did you call him a suspect? Okay. I didn't even hear that. No, Chandler heard it. Oh, this is fun.
Edward, William, 0, 4, 5.
He's not able, all subconscious, he's not able to bring those cortisol level down. And so you know what happens when you have high level of cortisol? You start to do involuntary stuff. Your body shakes, your voice trembles, like you cry. I cry. Yeah. You start to be, you don't control a lot of stuff. And so the way to control it is by actively doing muscular contractions. You have to actively squeeze. You can no longer rely on your autonomous system to do whatever you want to do. If you're trying to hide, I'm not trying to hide, so you're going to see the full thing. But if you're trying to hide, you have to actively tell your staff, stop shaking, right? And look, by closing his legs, I told you, you go like this and squeeze, but it creates a tension. It stops involuntary movements, involuntary shaking, because he's trying to pretend like he's innocent, so he cannot look suspicious or nervous at all. What is that? What is that? What? What? Wait a minute. Was that a vape pen? First of all, no smoke. So what is that? Is that a vape, a smokeless pen? They make those? Oh, kids, stay away from those. No, look. How did he get that in the car? Oh, I guess they're trying to make believe he's not a suspect, so they didn't pat him down. Okay, so he's out here in the police car smoking. Chandler. Criminals? Oh, police, change that. Change that rule. I don't want to see that. This is my tax dollars. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. So the car stopped. Stop sign. Red light. Red light. Look at his hands. Do you see his hands? Look at the hands. Look at that. He can't not stop playing with his hands. He's not even open anymore. He is completely shut off and closed. He's uncomfortable. He's uncomfortable. You cannot tell, but I can tell from his hand squeeze. He's pressing on him. He's pressing. He's pressing. He's pressing. He's trying to control his involuntary movements because it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good if you're shaking. It doesn't feel good.
So where is this station?
So you know where the Capitol is?
Yes.
Downtown Madison.
The courthouse?
Yeah, it's right next to it. It's called a public safety building.
Alright.
Right off the bat, his hands are his way to control a lot of his involuntary movements. And he's trying to make conversation and understand the scene. Chandler, there's no scene to understand. It's not even his fault because that's just his biology reacting. You're going somewhere and you're in a box. This is fight and flight, guys. This is fight and flight where he cannot move. Yeah, in the normal circumstances, he would have maybe left the party or got into his car and leave. But he can't do that here. So he doesn't have one recourse left. It's to freak out internally. As you know, one thing that people do when they are in a situation they do not control, especially with narcissists, they ask questions. They want to know, what do you know? What's the scene? They need to understand what is in front of them so they can spin a story or at least be prepared. And, you know, that cop in the car, a cop in the car knows exactly where he's going, exactly what's going on. But look, criminals, do you think someone's going to tell you? You think those detectives, those professionals who went to school for detective schools, you think they're going to tell you, oh yeah, criminal, yes, criminal, you're wanted. You're wanted. Why don't you come in? Come in, you're wanted. No, criminals, no. I don't know why these criminals think they can just get away with stuff. Are you insane? Now, let's look at this Chandler, Mr. Scissors, to look and trying to understand its scene. Let's see.
And if I'm allowed to go yet tonight, how am I going to get a car to go home?
I'm guessing they're going to give you a ride back.
With my girlfriend?
Yeah, I'm guessing they would give you guys both a ride back.
And I was hoping the same car at least.
Oh, you can talk to them, yeah.
What is going on? We have him in the shed. Is there anything you can tell me that you're allowed to say?
Honestly, I don't have the same information as the other detectives.
I like how you said that you're allowed to say, because he knows the driver knows. Look, at least Chandler is smart enough to know, yeah, you're in that box on wheels for a reason. For a reason. You're correct, Chandler. You are 100% correct. Yes, you are a criminal. And what the driver can tell you? Nothing. Nothing. Stoop.
Sometimes they just give us an assignment, and today my assignment was to go and just kind of knock on your neighbors' doors and check with them to see if they'd seen or heard anything. So that's what we've been doing most of the day.
It's freaking me out. Yeah. Any neighbors see or hear anything today that you've met with?
Most of them said your parents were pretty quiet.
Did anybody say anything? Did the neighbors say anything? You said your parents are pretty quiet. Is that what they say, or say most neighbors say your parents are very quiet? Whatever the case may be, your parents are very quiet. Mm-hmm. Oh, that officer that we don't even see the face. Shady.
But they didn't really know. Did you guys not? You guys weren't real social with a lot of neighbors, or?
No, not really. Just the neighbors.
Yeah, like next door and stuff. There was quite a competition among the grass between your dad and neighbor. They like to kind of one on each other on how well they kept that grass.
Yeah. Hopefully someone can come by and cut the grass. I know it's freaking people out in long grass. It's a bad sign, apparently.
You had people notice that though, huh?
But yeah, the grass, especially because he does it so often. What is incident updated?
Those are just when calls.
That's
So when they
free.
give people calls, they just say incidents have been updated. But we get a list of everybody like throughout the whole county.
Oh, is this a regular thing coming down to the station?
Yeah, I think if the detectives have follow-up questions and stuff.
Is this actually, because Brian's been on the phone with me all day.
Right?
Brian, the guy on the case.
Yeah.
Look, the officer driving is probably like, oh my God, this kid, oh my God. Thank God there's a cage back there. Thank God there's a cage back there. Because, his back is turned and there's scissors over there. Okay. What? Stop talking. What are you saying? Oh, he's asking more questions. Yeah, the grass. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, you're such a nice person. Oh, I'm sure your dog would be taken care of. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, we're just going to the station for cookies. Yes. Shut up. Shut up! You're in the back of a police car. What do you think it is? What do you think it is? You're going for cookies? You're going to, I don't know, Girl Scouts? What do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? Stupid question. It's annoying to hear those questions because it's like, no, he's asking because he's trying to prevent the inevitable. Just surrender. Surrender. Take me to the police station, please. And then I'll just call my lawyer. That's it. Just be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. Like, if this is not guilty, all written over that stupid hat and those stupid shoes. And why is the camera black and white? Not enough tax dollars there, government. What's going on? I want my color. Where's my HD? Give me something good. Okay, enough about this man. Let's see what happens when he's inside the freaking station, okay? Let's look at Chandler in action, trying to tell us the story. Tell us what he wants us to believe. Now, keep in mind, this is someone who cut off his mom and dad's head and put it in the fireplace while he was, I don't know, playing Game Boy on his phone or something. Picture that. Let's listen to what that kind of criminal has to say.
Maybe earlier. Then I'm left to myself, so We put on New Girl on the Couch for it on Monday morning.
Right off the bat, there's something that now keep in mind. We know he's guilty, right? So it does help me. It does help me decipher a little bit of his body language. But listen, the way he talks, the tone of his voice, yeah. And then I went to the store and I wasn't sure what I saw. It was like a bird. This is puerile. Thanks, PACT Nation, for the comments. This is puerile. He's put on a full show of a child. In real life, listen, do not underestimate that. Because in real life, it disarms you. I've been called aggressive before. Yes, I have. It's okay. Please. And, let me tell you, people who smile a lot, disarming. People who act like children, disarming. People who are very loud, movements, aggressive. It's not your fault if you think I'm aggressive. It's not your fault. It's your biology. We wire like that. And so he's playing, it's subconscious. He is trying to divert the attention away from him. So he's making himself very small, not threatening, slow voice. Hi.
I go back and forth through some video games, and then back. Video games. Back, and then
Those don't like to stand up very good.
yeah, I'm sorry, I'm trying to stretch a little bit while I'm sitting. Hurts. So New Girl, video games. This is Monday.
Let me tell you something, okay? I operate, in my real life, I have a full-blown operation. Yes. And I have calendars everywhere. I'll tell you another secret. I have the calendars just in case I forget. I don't need them. I remember. I remember almost everything. And this idea that, I have amnesia. No, your brain, my brain, we're all capable of good memory. Yeah, if it matters, if it's big enough, if it's important enough, you remember. Do you remember to take lunch? Do you ever forget to take lunch? Exactly my point. No, you want that darn lunch exactly at 12. Yes, you don't forget. Oh, I have lunch, I forget. No, that's what memory is. Memory is tagged to something important. You think if you've lost a parent, you think you won't remember what you did that day? You think you won't remember? You will. Anything big events, you remember exactly. And that look, maybe 50 years later, you might not remember, but this is like a week later. Oh no, I remember exactly what I ate, exactly what I did. I remember. Look at him acting like what, officer? I don't. It's so comical to me because like sometimes, and the officers, they went to school, so I'm sure they know this trick. I would be laughing. That's why I wouldn't be a good detective also. I'd be like, oh God, sorry. I'm sorry, Chandler. I'm sorry. Okay, let's press play.
We're getting later. I have a little bit to eat for lunch. Well, at the end of the day on Monday, I did go, for the afternoon, I did go to the farm to talk to Cress and Kat's mom. I told them what's happening with my health, because
The blame breeding, the colostomy bag. By the way, if you don't know what a colostomy bag is when you can't poop anymore, so they have to put a bag to your stomach. It's major. It's not something you do cartwheels. It's major. It's not something you can hide. Look. Look, I can't believe he put that on the list. Okay, okay. Like, Chandler, you have no shame. You didn't even try to even lie to us. Where is our respect to being lied to correctly?
The appointment at 2.
Did you go to the farm before or after? the
After,
farm?
because
Okay.
I told them what happened to me.
To the farm.
And I told them the legs are probably going to be permanent and the headaches should be fixed after the hemorrhage is cleared a little bit. So, now that I'm there, I talked to their mom and Crest together. And I think Kat's mom is alright with me. I don't know, she wants me to move into the east side Kat's house.
Okay.
And start paying rent as an apartment because she doesn't like that I live at home.
Does Kat live with their mom or?
Kat has an apartment
Okay.
somewhere.
Kat does?
Yeah, it's by Mifflin,
Okay.
the Party Avenue. It's by there.
Where's the relevance? I think the original question is what happened, right? But where's the relevance? Where's the relevance? You know, if I was ever in police custody, and I'm sure if you were ever in police custody, the first thing I would say is, what the hell am I doing here? And if you don't answer my question correctly, I'm like, okay, look, second thing I say, you got the wrong black man. Ah! Okay, wait. Stay. Don't leave. The third thing I'll say is, first I will blink a lot. And then I'd be like, did you do this crime? Did you do this crime, Mr. Ezekiel? What crime? What are you talking about? Did you kill someone? Absolutely not. Show me the proof. I would not go on a tangent like I went to the store. I bought a dress. I was like, what? What? I don't know. I'm not going to tangents. I'm going to Chris's house later for dinner. No, this is serious. Look how nuns. This is how you can tell liars from people who are just not lying. This is how you can tell people who are guilty or not. What is that? Do you understand how serious this is, sir? You're talking about like Chris wants you to buy an apartment. Even in him wanting to tell us he didn't do anything. I look guilty. He was found guilty, but like it's unbelievable. Not even trying. Give me a tear. Give me a shudder. No, because Chandler worked all night cleaning his mess.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm there talking to their mom and Chris. Then I go up to have break down by their shed and they go swimming. Right by the swimming pool is the shed, so they wanted to watch me break down and all that. So after I noticed they're just watching, I just walk over to them.
Describe your breakdown to me.
I actually cried. Started kicking grass, just doing the toddler tantrum shit. Then I hopped in the water with them.
Okay.
So it was too late. I was in the water. Didn't realize Crest didn't have a top.
Okay.
And that was uncomfortable. But I talked to them more, and that's when she brought up the housing situation, how she doesn't like how my parents are. I guess I don't know. She doesn't know them that well. She's never met them.
Okay. Chris was saying that?
And Kat's mom. No,
Okay.
Kat's mom speaks his her first thought right away.
Yeah.
So they're offering me to get a job.
Okay, what? I know he's lying, of course. What? And I don't know. What girlfriend's mom is gonna tell me, the boyfriend, I don't like your parents? I'd be like, thanks, Mrs. Robinson. You can have a seat now. This is why I would be laughing in a room. I'd be like, Detective Joe, what is he saying? All of that was a lie. We saw, right, in the opening statements, we saw what he did. Please, he went in the back and threw his father's torso in over there. And threw his scissors in the oil bin. We know exactly what he did. Which makes it even more baffling to me. What did you do? I cried. You did? Okay. Oh, God. If I lost my mom, hi, Dad. No, if you go, I don't care. But if I lost my mom, I don't think I'd be here. I can tell you right now, if my mom disappears, I'll give you a quick community post and I'll disappear for however long I need to disappear. What? I will be unstable for a very long time. I will need all hands on deck. What? And look at this man sitting there with his stupid hat and his ugly sweater. Nice cup. Nice coffee cup. Nice coffee cup.
Live with them, work for them while I'm working, and pay rent. And that's kind of their deal. I would have like a month free of rent, or a month or two maybe if they're thinking. I could be able to borrow a car from Crest maybe if she's nice or not using it. I'd be able to go to work.
Did she have a lot of cars or something? No? Okay. Just an extra one, probably.
She stays at the farm.
Okay.
So if she didn't need it, I could use it
Sure.
to go to a job or at least interviews.
Yeah.
I was hoping for a job, near where I live so I could bike. That would keep me,
Yeah.
these going. I don't think they can get worse, but I could keep doing it,
Yeah.
What was I doing? Where are we?
Sunday. So you were swimming, had a little breakdown. What were you having a...
Even he got lost. It doesn't make sense. Blah 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 blah. Just talking in circles. Blah 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 blah. Even like at one point I was like, oh, I'm starting to get lost. What are we talking about? Even he got lost, and that's his own story spin. Wow. Frankly, my brain is focusing on so many things, like his body language and how slow he's talking. Are you falling asleep? Oh my God. I would be like, look, Detective Joe, just wake me up when he's done, because hurry up.
breakdown about?
You ever have your legs kind of... Yeah.
No, I haven't.
It's just...
Okay.
I don't even know if they're done getting like as bad as they can be yet. So
Yeah.
that's not fun.
And I think you were telling me last night it's a symptom of a concussion, right?
So
Is that right?
that's not it. It's a symptom of nerve damage from the hit to my spine. So
okay.
it's permanent.
Okay, I understand that now better.
Yeah. So it's just legs. I think it's waist feeling is probably colostomy bag down the road and all of that. But
Okay. Colostomy bag down the road. I like how he's like down the road, because yeah, colostomy bag, like, you don't look like you have one, sir. And nerve damage? He doesn't know what he's talking about. I like he went like this, nerve damage. Chandler, honey, these control the arms. I can't. It's okay. He doesn't know. It's okay. Just Google that stuff. Chandler.
here we are Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we're sitting in the pool, we're hanging out. They're just talking to me. Sometimes they're being nice, sometimes they're like making the offer, like, hey, if you move in, you can pay rent. This is a good neighborhood. It's a cul-de-sac. There's parking. So, yeah, on the east side, just off of Milwaukee Street, that's Andrew.
Oh,
You take the left turn onto Andrew down the walk.
Yep.
So that's it. So it's a good neighborhood, kind of like the one by my parents.
Mm-hmm.
If I lived there, I'd at least be on doing my own thing. And then they're like, well, appreciate you stopping by. So I head out and I go, it was Monday afternoon, I go to dinner at Cat's house on the east side.
Okay. What time do you think that was?
It had to be 7:30. I left the farm, which is Cress's.
7:30 p.m.
Cress's is the farm.
Okay.
So we're at Cat's. And then she's planning on feeding me. This is Monday, correct?
Yeah.
It's after the farm swim press. I think we just eat and cuddle a little bit.
Okay.
When I go home, there's the girls. Let them out and go to bed because I kind of had a day.
Yeah. What time do you think you left her place? Cat's
Say
place?
9.
You left about 9. Okay. She didn't come with you.
No, I was
Okay.
alone that night.
Okay.
I really want to drag her away. I think she stayed at her apartment, or her house that night, not apartment.
Okay.
So there we are. Tuesday morning. Which is
Are you falling asleep? The reason why you're falling asleep, because he's doing it on purpose. Talking slow, monotone, unthreatening, with no affectation, connotation, because there's nothing to say. It's empty. That's why. It's empty. The whole thing, it's just him trying to sell us marbles. Actually, marbles are expensive. No. Trying to sell us rocks. Yes. Now, let's look at the real reason why Chandler killed his parents. I believe, I haven't seen the full trial yet, really, but I believe that it's a combination of two things. And he's going to Freudian slip. Actually, Freudian slip is the wrong word, but he's going to let us in a little bit what's going on inside. Because pay attention to how comfortable he says it, how like his monotone child voice is no longer as there. It's almost as if there's a flicker of his true self just poking out to tell us this. Almost as if he is proud that he got them.
with us, or like, he's got a family now, a dog, a girlfriend, no kids, but he's kind of opposite side of time. You know how it is with brothers.
Yeah. Okay.
He's flew the coop.
Got a few of them myself.
Yeah.
All right.
I've started thinking about that myself, and my parents are trying to figure that out with me.
Mm-hmm.
His brother is more successful. He doesn't know what to do. He hasn't figured it out. And his parents are trying to help him figure that out with him. My brother is more successful than me, and my mom and dad are super annoying, getting on my neck to get a job. And the third part, of course I don't feel good about this, but leave me alone. Yes, he killed his parents because he feels super inadequate at the fact that his brother is doing so much better than him. But, and the big but, mom and dad won't shut up about it. Mitch is the older brother. He went to look for his parents, okay? Mitch went to look for his mom and dad. Chandler, how dare you?
I can't remember Tuesday. Dan wakes me up, I believe, with something, or not wakes me up. I did the 6 again with the dogs and the food, but I got back in bed. I don't know if I passed out or zoned out a little bit, but Dan is worried about my mom on Tuesday, I think.
Did he call
I
or
said
text
no,
you?
no word. My mom. I don't know if he called or texted.
Okay.
I think he just contacted. That's what I can think of.
Reached out.
Yeah, he reached out. Then I'm like, oh, it's Tuesday morning. They should be here. A little worried. I think I called my mom that day.
All right.
And then,
You talked to her?
no, she never picked
She
up.
didn't Tuesday either?
It's always the voicemail and said voicemail. You know when you...
Oh, yeah.
So it's off, out of range. I don't know the other factors that could give you that.
It's like a voicemail right away. Goes right to voicemail, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So whatever factors can give you that.
So I might have missed it. So from the time like they left, did you talk to them at all when they were
I got a
up
text.
north? You got the one text
And I
that you mentioned
don't
earlier,
even like it.
right?
Yeah.
But that was it? Nothing else?
Yeah. So that's fishy to me, even the text, because I realized Memorial Day is when the White Lake Parade is.
Oh, sure.
There's no 4th of July. Maybe there's cheap drinks, but there's no parade of White Lake on the 4th. So, well, maybe there is now. I realize I've always gone on Memorial because that's the
Sure.
weekend I get time off from school and all of that. You don't get time off for the 4th.
So basically, from the time that they're gone at the cabin in your home, running around doing what you're doing.
Look, stay awake. Stay awake. Stay with me. Stay awake. Ah! Ah! Stay awake. Stay awake.
You just had one communication with mom.
Yeah, that's kind of how
Via
I
text.
just assumed the amount of people, where they're at, and whether
Sure.
all
Well, I understand. I'm just
all
making sure
added
it
up
wasn't more than one.
her not contacting, but this was the only text.
Was there anything with Dad?
No, I won't even bother talking to him. He wouldn't use his phone while he's up there. He loves it.
Oh,
You know,
does he keep his phone on him when he's up there?
it's usually in the car.
Oh, okay.
My brother and I just text all the time while we're up there. We even set up wire antennas sometimes to make better connection.
Sure.
Okay. So here we are. Where?
Tuesday. Called mom. Voicemail immediately.
Voicemail immediately Tuesday. Where?
Dan called, worried about mom not coming to work.
Okay, look, I'm not gonna bore you through all of his lies, all right? Because it's just redunculous. Okay, so I'm gonna skip this. Let's go to when they tell him, Chandler, we know what you did. Wow. The detectives have had to sit for 2 hours. Okay, 3 hours. Let's round this up because they have to deal with him longer than that. For 3 hours, they have to sit to this nonsensical guy talking to us like a child in his little nice voice, monotonely about stupid swimming, stupid apartment. I'm looking for an apartment. I can't find an apartment. My girlfriend loves me. I don't know what to do. Where's my mom and dad? Blah, 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 blah. I have brain hemorrhage. I have a colostomy bag. I don't give a crap. Your mom and dad are missing. I don't care about that. Look, the detectives are like, I have enough of this. I have enough of this. We know the jig is up. Let's go.
About that.
We got all the background, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So I think it's time we start talking about what happened to your parents. Like the truthful version.
Okay.
Okay? So we have like 20 pages of writing. We're going to start with a clean white piece of paper for you to start telling the truth.
Okay. What?
Because listen to me. This is the only chance you're gonna have to tell us the truth.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
Listen. I can't tell you what we know, but we know you're not telling us the truth. We know your parents are no longer with us. Okay, and we know the reason why. Okay, you need to tell the truth. Listen. You need to tell the truth about what happened, and just tell us why it happened. Okay? If something happened, if you were defending yourself, or if you just got fed up with stuff, you need to tell us the truth. Okay? This is your chance to tell us why. Okay? I'm not BSing you. Okay?
This is the behavior of someone that was just told his parents are dead. He looks annoyed. He looks annoyed. So two things here happen. Two things are 100% definite. One, he hates his parents. Hates, not even like. Hates. Because you know what? Even, I don't hate anybody, but I don't really hate anybody except one person. But, you know, if someone I don't like no longer alive, I will not be annoyed. I'll be sympathetic. Look, he's annoyed. Now, it could be because he's very tired. He hasn't slept. But nonetheless, his parents are dead. Let's just give him the benefit of the doubt that he didn't do anything. He's innocent. That really he was just looking for his mom and dad. He spent weeks looking for his mom and dad. Right? He did. Well, he did. Pretending. Went to neighbors, called the police. He did all this work looking for his mom and dad. Let's just assume. This is a time where he will be crumbling in tears. Like, what? Mom and dad are dead? Who did it? Someone did it. Who did it? Who did it? Go find it. Right? I mean, if I would, like, at least do that. No. He flicks his hair, shrugs his shoulders, and sighs. Chandler, you suck.
What? What happened? Okay,
Look, you know what happened. We're not going to tell you what happened. You know what happened. You were there when it happened.
At that moment, he's thinking of what can he say. There's nothing you can say. Cornered. The detective just told you, we know they're dead and we know the truth. What happened? He knows the truth. He knows exactly what he did. He needs a nap. He needs a nap. He needs a nap. Would you be like this if you just found out your parents passed away? Not from natural causes. If they were murdered, would you be like that? I would be besides myself. I would, look, fine, maybe I won't cry. Maybe some people don't cry. I certainly will be more reactive than that.
We're not BSing you, okay?
I wasn't there when it happened. We know more than you think we know. I understand. But
I stopped at that moment. I tell you why. Look at me. I'm such a mess. That nap was good. Listen, you see how he looks at the camera? You don't think he was not aware that camera was there the entire time? Shame. Shame. In one of the comments, someone said, I don't want to call you out. I'm not calling you out. I love you, though. That he might be a sociopath, which is like a psychopath, but made. And I called my therapist and I said, because I was very doubtful, I was like, yeah, you guys are right, man. This guy is really just doesn't give a F. And my therapist said one thing. If he shows some symptoms of shame, no, that he's not a psychopath or sociopath. He knew that camera was there the entire time. Now he's exposed. His real self is exposed. Why is he looking at us? Why is he looking at us? He's embarrassed. He's embarrassed. This camera is not new. Because if you look, that camera is literally right in front of him. He's embarrassed that he's been discovered. Narcissism and shame don't go along. Shame. You shame a narcissist, you might not survive. I'm telling you. If you shame a narcissist, two things happen. They ghost you or they hurt you. The comments are gold to me. Do you understand? Look, a different story. hold on. Wait 1 second, Chandler. Listen, I learned new vocabulary words from you. I learned new terminologies from you. I learned about the case from you. Like, look, you made me call my therapist, and I have a good time with my therapist, and we always laugh. Yeah, I had a good conversation with my therapist. I paid for it, but it's okay. It's money well spent. And I learned, like, comments. Get in the comments. Tell me. Talk to me. I'm trying my best. Look, I may not be able to answer, but I do my best. Okay, wait, enough about that. Back to Chandler.
There's people that have told us things. We have evidence, we have proof that more has happened. Okay.
I like how he goes, well, as soon as he said proof, he goes, what? This is the most reaction we get from this monotone, from this monotone person. Oh, now he's showing us stuff in his face as opposed to this whole, like, I'm tired, I'm a child, I didn't do anything, leave me alone, wah.
So your parents never made it to the cabin, and I think you know that.
Do you see how that hand dropped? Oh, your parents never made it to the cabin, Chandler. That's what it was. That's what it was.
I just have a, you want to stand up and just come right over here for me. Do you have anything in your pockets at all? Wallet. Just a wallet that just put in there. Oh, okay. What's this right here? Vape in the coin purse. Okay. So they won't take the vape down in the jail. Okay. Where's your coin purse at? You just took it. Oh, that's a vape and a coin purse.
No, it's in.
Oh, I got you. So, just gonna make sure you don't have anything, okay?
That wasn't a cat. It was the door creaking. Tax dollars, come on, change those doors. I am so ridiculous, aren't I? Let me tell you something. Yes, I'm ridiculous. So Chandler eventually says he wants a lawyer, and by law, the detective can no longer question him when he requests a lawyer. That I know. I know that much. And so yeah, questions is over. They're gonna give him a lawyer, but you're not going home, Chandler. I guarantee you, he thought that he was gonna say, "I want a lawyer," and then they're gonna send him home to call lawyers. No. They have too much evidence for you to even go home, honey. You are staying here, darling. Okay, look. Now, for the pièce de résistance, remember the injury he talked about on his foot? From the glass or from whatever. Look, I wasn't even paying attention from what. Let's look at the injury, okay? Let's look at what Mr. Colostomy, bag, brain bleeding. Let's look at what this man says is the injury, okay?
Detective, I'm showing you what's been marked as exhibit number 500. Is that photograph taken Mr. Halderson's foot?
Yes,
501, same thing?
correct.
Can I just bring you back to 500?
Yes.
No further questions for now.
Cross-examination.
Not at this time, thank you.
I can't breathe. Look at Look, this is what he calls an injury? Honey. I can't even deal. What? Chandler. I'm dead. I am DEA day. Okay? I am dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Like, I'm dead. Look at that. Ah! This is the whole fuss about. He made a big fuss about this injury over there at the police station. Oh, my foot, ow, ow, ow. Look, look at that. Can't.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
I can't with this man anymore. Chandler, you are so ridiculous. Ridiculous. Ow, my leg, ow. That's the hematoma he's talking. Oh, wait, that's the hematoma. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I gotta go back. I have to go back. A hematoma is when you have bleeding under the skin, okay? Okay. What? This is the hematoma? This. I don't know where I'm going to put this on the editing. This is the hematoma. Woo! Honey, he made it seem it was like hematoma of the brain, like so much brain bleeding that I have hematomas all over my head. No. Oh, all my nurses. Look what he called, look what he deemed hematoma-ish enough to make-ish a problem. So he has a colostomy bag and brain bleeding. Look at that hematoma. I hardly saw it. That's why I was like, what am I looking at? No, that's a hematoma. Please go away, Chandler. Please. Enough. Criminals. You can't outsmart a system. Let me tell you something. The ones who get away from their criminality is not me and you. It's the lucky. Like, if you look at the statistical chart, they are the outliers. They are the lucky ones who get away. Most people don't, criminals. Do you understand? I'm telling you, go for a jog. Write a book. Do something else. Don't kill people. Today's final thought is going to be a little bit different. Originally, look, I tell you, when I talked to my therapist yesterday, I asked her, can you please give me a cameo? She said, get out of here with that. I'm a professional. I'm not on YouTube. Look, she scolded me politely, in a very polite, professional way. She's like, get out of here. Nope. I said, okay, can you write me a letter? She's like, no. I said, all right. But listen. So, as it pertains to this trial, specifically this video, I should say, is that Chandler did not love his parents. Not to say he never loved them, but there must have been a period of time where the mom and dad wouldn't stop yapping at him for getting a job, for getting his stuff together. Rightfully so. Are you kidding? I'm the parent. You get up and go to school and do something with yourself. I'm not eternal. Do something with yourself. Yes, of course. Look, I think the parents are even nicer than what I would be to my daughter, okay? You have no idea what's coming for you. Really. Because that's what a parent is. I'm not your friend. I'm here to make sure that you are a stand-up citizen. And Chandler, all he wanted to do was play video games. And we've all been there as teenagers. Like, oh, mom, shut up. Dad, get away. Be quiet. Yeah, of course, we've all been there. That's just part of being young and stupid, not listening to your parents. We pay the consequences and we're like, oh, crap, they were right. Down the road, if you survive. Yes, of course, it's part of life to be annoyed with your parents. But the difference here is that Chandler just was like, shut up! And he snapped. I do believe that he loved his parents at some points. Of course he did. Of course. Look, his parents are so nice. Why wouldn't he love them? But there was a combination of multiple things that happened, we don't know, that made him snap to the point where, like, he just didn't see his parents as human beings anymore. He saw them as super annoying, interfering with his gaming, interfering with what he wanted to do. I'll tell you my personal opinion. This is not based on anything at all. Not even based in science. Maybe it is. Because Chandler was an avid gamer. And I do believe that at some point, because his brother was moving through the chains of success, and Chandler was feeling very bad about that. And then he went on to get a dopamine fix. And when you play video games, it feels good. It feels good. It's a dopamine fix. And I believe that he got addicted to that. And every time Chandler was not allowed to play games, it became a withdrawal. To me, he's exhibiting behavior of an addict, where he doesn't even see his parents as human beings anymore. And because his parents are interfering with his addiction, they had to go. Like, his brain is not thinking properly. Oh, please, he's a narcissist too, okay? Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes, because addicts cry. Yes. Yes, addicts feel remorse. He's not feeling much of remorse there. He's not. It's all worrying about himself. Like, how do I get out of this situation? I don't want to be in this interrogation room. How do I get out? Yes. And I want to add on to this final thought with what the conversation I had with my therapist yesterday, because one of the questions I asked my therapist, and if you don't know my father is diagnosed narcissist, diagnosed. You might ask yourself, how the hell did he get diagnosed? Because they never show up. Court ordered. Court ordered. I told you my mom is a badass. Court ordered. Diagnosed narcissist. And so I asked my therapist, and I was like, is there anything that could be done for them? Like, is this gonna be like, oh, psychopath, sociopath, narcissist, garbage? Sorry for the cough. It was a good nap. It's like, is there anything that could be done for them? Do we just throw them in the garbage? My therapist said, of course there's stuff that can be done for them. Of course, Eddie Stair. What do you think? Of course there is. And so she told me, she says, the psychopath and the sociopath will come to the office. They would. They don't give a F. They'll show up. They'll show up. They'll partake. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. And the difficulty, especially with narcissistic people, is that they think they're the best. They think they know more than a therapist. That's why it's very hard, but it's not impossible. And what makes it possible is that you need to have a narcissist that has such a robust support system of non-enablers, that have such a robust system of people who do not let them get away with stuff, who always show the truth in the mirror, that prompts them to go seek therapy. And that support system is consistent enough to make them not leave therapy. And then I ask, people are not eternal, doctor. And she says, well, that's the problem. That's the problem, because at some point the support system will fade, and it's up to the narcissist to look for a new support system. So essentially, she's saying it's more a situation of like trained, like, excuse me for saying, but like they're like animals, and you have to like baby them, train them to act like me and you, because it's not natural for them. They have to literally learn to be empathetic, sympathetic, but not in a natural way. It's unnatural for them. They have to actively do it. It's effort. And during stressful situations, my therapist says, all that goes out the window. So the more stress you put on the trained narcissist, they will just get rid of all their training and go back to their old self. They will feel bad for a moment, but they'll come back. Essentially, we're saying like the higher the stress, the more likelihood that he'll forget his training. Yeah, she said it's the hardest. They are the hardest clients, the rarest clients, and they're usually there court-ordered. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yes, yes. So, look, that's what the therapist said. Therapist said, look for shame. If you can find shame, he's a narcissist and not a psychopath or a sociopath. I said, okay, doctor. Okay, got it. Mission accepted. So I was looking for shame, and I found one. I can't believe I saw that. Okay, let me tell you a story. So I'm 21 years old, and I have this desk job. I had so many jobs. Okay, For two reasons. I had to pay for school. I had to pay for a whole bunch of stuff. I'm 21. Anyway, so I had this office job, and it was a regular front desk person, right? Fancy building. And, New York City, 21. And after work, it's New York. Of course we go hang out. Of course. So it's a Monday. What? You party on a Monday? Yes, I'm 21. I partied on a Monday. Anyway, so my friend Ty from the Wolf Story, Ty was a dance instructor, and he has his dance job. So he finished early. If he finished before me, and a lot of the times we would go. It's a whole bunch of us. There was like 6 or 7 of us. Oh, I'm about to cry because one of us didn't make it. One of us didn't make it. Anyway, wait, forget it. So, oh my God, what the hell happened? Oh my God, Alistair, you're such an idiot. Wow. Okay, focus. So, Ty will leave work and get to me. I mean, not get to me. Like, we will all hang out together over there before we go our separate lives. We would hang out a lot. So I'm in this building, and as the time goes by, things die down. There's not a lot of people. Oh, please. You see this? Wait, no, I can't show that. It says sandals, but I don't know if I'm going to be in trouble with YouTube. So you see this water bottle? Oh, please, I had a water bottle with water, and every time it was running in the night, I would drink my water a little bit. Get ready for Ty and the others. Absolutely. So, as you drink, you get a little happy under death. There's no one around, all right? It's like really late. It's 10 p.m. And I never met the boss. I never met the boss, the person who owns the building. I never met him. I don't know who that was. I thought that was just a regular person. So that particular Monday, Ty shows up. And I'm like, hey, girl, hey, what are you doing here? He's like, I'm done early. I said, okay, sure, have a seat. Let's hang out until I'm done. I'm done in 30 minutes. It was a full bottle and shared it. Come on, have a sip. Having a good fun, good laugh. And then the guy, the boss comes in, and the boss is cute. That's not the story. Just a man walking in, and we're like cackling little hyenas, cackling. And he's the boss of the building, okay? It's like, what are you guys doing? Cackling. And so, because we're not really thinking straight, look at me. I'm saying, drinking. Because I thought it was just a regular patron. I had no idea that was the boss. He goes, oh, really? What are you drinking? Vodka? I can't. And I gave it to Ty. Ty is drinking it. Look what he says. Can I have some? Of course you can. Of course. Come on, spits for everybody. Have some COVID. Then, looking back, I think he wanted to make sure that, are you really drinking? What are you drinking? He drank. He took a big gulp. Took a big gulp. Gave the bottle back to us. Hung out. Had a conversation. Talked to us. We were thinking, oh, he's hitting on us. Great. We're 21 years old. We're like, okay. I wasn't really that into him, but he was cute. But Ty was. And so, talking. It's time for my shift to end. I get everything ready. I say, I gotta go. As Ty picks up his bag, Ty goes outside to wait for me. You know what he said to me? He's like, you're such a nice guy. Very funny. Very pleasant. But you can't drink on the job. You're fired. And so I looked at him like, who the hell do you think you is? He's like, I own this building. You're fired. Don't worry about coming tomorrow. I'll make sure everything gets covered. Bye. And then he left. Honey, I took my bag. I walked outside and I told Ty, I said, Ty, I just got fired. Ty was like, what? I said, Ty, apparently that's the owner of the building. What do you think we did? We laughed because we're 21 and stupid. We laughed. But the balls, he took a sip of my drink. He stayed and hung out with me. How dare him? How dare him fire me? Where's his ethics? No, I should have been fired. That's not okay. Kids, that's not okay. Do not drink on the job. And we went to the bar, all of us dancing, talking to boys. Oh, life. Okay. That's it. I can't believe I almost cried again. Ty subscribes. Ty subscribe. I'll text you. Bye.